Welcome, come on, let's go. Don't scroll, don't skip, just breathe. Why? Because that's the breath of life. It's all you have that matters, okay? Let's breathe in together. Inhale and exhale. It's infinite, eternal. It's all around you. It's all of the time. That very breath you just breathed in, I breathed in, you breathed out, I breathed out, we breathed in, we breathed out. It went together. We were a flow, okay? We're a communication. So I'm sending out this energy to you right now, this information, and you are going to assist in your transformation and then give me back some information in formation, in the proper formation, so that I can also transform in the transformation of the 444 heart chakra energy of why it is I'm making this video for you about emotional freedom technique. What is it? How does it work? And why do I care? Well, let me see. Why do I care? If you're on the path of self-development and making yourself a better person, and you want to actually have some awesome game genie codes that put you above and right on time for that huge beautiful wave that you're going to surf to that awesome place in your life where you feel like that's why you're here and what you're supposed to do, and that version of yourself, that divine assignment in alignment, and you're living it, you're breathing it, and you're it. And there's a lot of things in our lives that are blocking us. Those things in our lives that are blocking us are obviously stored in our body cellular structure memory of trauma. So when infinite intelligence of energy is coming to us and through us always, to us and through us always, coming up and down, coming from the universal divine flow of all energy and information, coming and through gravity, sending itself all the way down to the down, and it implodes in the center of the earth, and it recharges, and it goes all the way back around in the toroidal field shape, and it goes all the way back to you and through you. We're infinitely always connected and right on time with our divine assignment, if we're in alignment with what that means through the breath of life. So when we inhale and we exhale, in this next inhale, we're going to inhale everything that we love, and we're going to exhale out the opposite of everything we hate. Inhale everything you love, and exhale everything you hate. The next time you're going to inhale everything you love and hate, and you're going to exhale balance and appreciation, because those are all perceptions. They're not real. And you're not hurting anybody by releasing this energy to be transmuted in the divine energy that's all around us all of the time. That absolutely is what's in control of how it is the waves keep on coming in and out, how it is that trees grow from a seed into a sprout, into an amazing tree that then has a flower, that then it turns to a fruit, that then goes back to the ground filled with seeds to grow more trees. And that's why we have these forests around us filled with all of these opportunities and choices and voices. And yes, sometimes you're going to fall off a tree, get a trauma, and you're going to carry it with you. And for the rest of your life, you're going to be afraid of climbing trees just because one time you fell out when you were really young and didn't pay attention to what you were doing, and there was dead branches, and you held on to one, and then it broke and you fell. And so guess what? Should I be afraid of trees my whole life because I did that? No, I shouldn't. But for a long time, I was super, super scared of climbing trees, and I was getting like terrified, like a phobia, and it wasn't so good. So guess what happened? It stored in my body, and then every time I went to go try to be up high somewhere for a job or something I needed to do, I got really scared. I could feel it inside of me, and I started to rethink of the time that I fell, and then I almost made myself fall at that time because of a time I fell before, instead of just realizing that there's no way I'm gonna fall off this gigantic tree I'm sitting on right now. Just so you know where I'm at, like, look at, I climbed way up on top of this log. Okay, I walked all the way up this log, all the way. It goes way up. It was a gigantic tree that fell over and went all the way up. And it goes way down this ravine on both sides of me. And I'm just sitting here. Should I be afraid of this tree? Do I think I'm gonna fall out and store that trauma with me? Well, I've dealt with that trauma, so no longer is it stored in me. So I'm no longer afraid. So how did I deal with that trauma? How did I deal with all of the traumas that I've ever had? How did I release them, get the lessons from them so I don't recreate them and pass them on to others and keep on hurting the planet? I used emotional freedom technique, okay? And how does that work? It works very simply, okay? That energy is coming to you and through you always, consistently, no matter what, unless you have a trauma and you stop it and you block it. And in that case, we have stress, and we have swelling, and we have all kinds of problems that may happen in those different areas. They're energy centers all the way through our body. Chakras. It's a Sanskrit word, chakra. So that chakras, all these chakras, okay, these wheels within wheels within wheels that are spinning. Too much to understand, who cares, right? All right, that's what I'm saying. So you need to know there's a point here, There's points right here on the sides of the temples, right underneath the eyes, on that bone, right here, on the collarbone, right there, collarbone, boom, 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 okay? And, oh, that's kind of cool, check that out. My necklace just broke off, my pine cone necklace just broke off my neck when I did that. Like letting go of attachments. Okay, so on top of the collarbone, right? And then under the arm, when you put your hand down, right there, that's the right side, that's for the masculine, left side for the feminine, mom and dad. So you can do both sides, or one or the other, it doesn't matter. The meridians run down both sides of the body equally, okay? And after we do those ones, then we go to the top of the head and we seal the deal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the setup statement, which is this. It's a karate chop point. We're gonna sit there and we're gonna breathe. So when you hear and see the words that say karate chop point, setup statement, gently start tapping. That's this. So gently start tapping, and you're gonna have the setup statement that says what it is that we're doing here. So when you read the script that I sent you, whoever you are, it's gonna say something like, even though I'm still stuck in this situation and I'm not seeing any way out and it's really frustrating and I feel stuck and I don't like it, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself anyways. So you see that? We're gonna love, honor, accept, and forgive ourselves, because that's what we're doing here, is that we're gonna be setup statement, then going through the points, okay, as we speak our truth into the reality, so we feel it and we acknowledge that we've been heard and seen and felt. And then in doing so, after we go through the points and acknowledge all of that, how I feel, and we get it out there, then we're gonna do the change work, okay? So that's first, we have to admit where we are. Well, first we have to admit, just so you know, 0 to 10, where am I right now on that scale of frustrated, okay? Or confused, or mad, or whatever we're dealing with as a problem or a trauma stored in our body that's stopping the infinite energy from flowing to us and through us always, so we have a wonderful life. Whatever's stopping and blocking in whatever way, whatever was caused, whatever harm happened to your body, has a story and a message for you to be resolved. And you can breathe deeper into that, acknowledge it by giving it a voice and hearing yourself. Number one, I feel this, I hear this, and I'm accepting it. Now I don't like it and I want to change it. So that's where I say I don't like it. This is what it is. And now I'm going to pause, breathe, and change it. So now changing it is, even though I felt stuck and even though I was not living the life that I wanted to live and I felt like there was no way out, I know that that was just a perspective, and I can change that perspective, and there's infinite amounts of other kinds of options always around me, and I'm opening up at this moment to what those options may be, because I'm in tune with this exact moment where it is that I know that I can, I will, and I am able to do the work that it takes to be the best version of me possible, which is doing this work. This is how I'm doing, okay? When I guide you guys through all of this, I'm very simple with you, and I take sweet time with you to make sure we get it. If I'm doing it for myself, explaining it to you in this long video, I'm not gonna go that slow, and I'm not gonna get down into those details. I'm just going with the flow, okay? After we set that up, then we go, I love my life. How does it get better than this? Oh, it's getting better than this already. Oh, I love that I get admitted those things to myself and I can tell myself the truth. Oh, I love that I'm self-development in action. I love that I can actually trust and believe and know that I have my own word and it's valid for myself.